welcome back to a new video. My name is Jade Shinyu and I help people reclaim back their power physically, mentally and spiritually. Now today we're going to be talking about an exciting topic called identity shifting. So this is a very proven technique of how to actually shift your identity to the version of yourself that you actually want to be, that you want to live. So to understand this, you need to understand how energy works, because this shit has actually been proven by science and psychology to work. So with most of us, our personalities are massively run by our subconscious minds. Of course, other things come into it as well, past lives, that sort of thing. However, a lot of it is subconscious programs, the traumas that you latch onto. So a big point of this that must be learned is how to let go of the past. And the biggest blockage that people have to shifting to an alternate version of themselves that they really want to live and be and embody and manifest is they refuse, or they just can't let go of past stories, past events, past trauma. This is why I heavily always emphasize the importance of forgiveness in other videos, because when you refuse to forgive someone, you're hanging on to that negative story, you're hanging on to the past, you're not being present. So the real key of manifesting is to be present, and this is why meditation is a very powerful tool for that. But your intention, this is what magic is your intent. Your intention is supremely powerful, but it's being consistent with it is what changes things. It's embodying the energy that you want to create as well. So when you have trauma and this and that, even negative entities, things that are like tainting your energy, tainting your field, your thoughts, this will continue to manifest as such. And this is why I also talk about, curses and hexes and how to break those, because of course that can prevent this as well. But you are not a victim to that. You can overcome it. You can become your greatest version 100%. I myself have done this. I have known my fair share of trauma. Believe me, I have. This powerful hack is really, really effective in how to actually shift to your desired identity. And it's really about theming your life, theming your thoughts, theming what is around you, and massively acting. Now, this has been proven by many Hollywood actors, just actors in general that do method acting. Now, method acting is a technique that's quite intense that many actors adopt, very good actors, to embody the character that they are playing in a movie. And this has been shown to be quite problematic to people who have played very dark, demonic, horrible characters, because they've had to embody the energy of that character. Such as the guy who played It, Pennywise. I can't remember his name. But basically, when he was playing Pennywise, he actually said in an interview that it drove him crazy. He would suffer from nightmares the whole time that he was filming that movie, because he was embodying such a horrible, literal demonic monster that eats children. He was haunted by it. And he found that it affected his mental health really drastically. But as soon as he stopped playing that character, as soon as he shifted back to his identity, his ego, they stopped. His mental health started to improve. Now, this has also happened many, many times with actors who have played the Joker, Heath Ledger, and other people. So many times they have been driven to madness because who are they playing? A psychopath. They are playing someone who is insane. And this then affects them massively on a mental level. They're even driven to, really, really dark places mentally and suffer brutally with their mental health when they play such characters. Even Joaquin Phoenix, the actor who played, the new Joker, He suffered brutally to play that actor because he completely embodied his energy. He wasn't Joaquin Phoenix anymore. He was the Joker. He was that person. He even became addicted to cigarettes because he was a smoker. So he was smoking all the time. He became extremely anorexic, very underweight. He was starving himself, you know, to be the Joker, to be very, very, very skinny. But the point is his whole mental health, his whole energy, his whole mind became the Joker until he stopped, and then he was able to shift with, you know, changing his habits, like living how Joaquin Phoenix would have lived. Then he manifested himself to be back to that ego, back to that avatar. So it's really like embodying an avatar. And the more you do certain lifestyle changes, the more you theme yourself around a particular avatar of who they are, what do they do, how do they live like, the more you become that person. So the more he took on the role of starving himself, smoking, acting like a complete psychopath, being someone who was extremely mentally unstable, the more he started to become that character. And it messed him up for a very long time. So the same can be said for people who play positive actors, you know, superheroes and that sort of thing. They really enjoy being that actor, being that avatar. It's very fun for them. It's very empowering. It makes them feel, you know, euphoric, blissful, because they are embodying a powerful superhuman being. And there's been many, many examples of this. But the point is when you embody the habits, the energy, really consistently with all your intents, you will become that person. So initially it will just take that willpower of changing lifestyle habits, acting as that avatar. But this is a good trick to make you be able to do it more easily, is to actually design that character, design that person. So on a piece of paper, write your name, and then you could put like best version or 2.0, whatever it is. And then underneath it, say everything that you want to embody, your traits, your personality, your physical appearance, you know, your morning routine, your lifestyle. What do you do as a career? What sort of partner do you have? Make it as present as possible so you truly embody that. It's kind of like creating a sim. Like when I was really, really young, I loved The Sims. I was obsessed with character creation. So it's quite funny how in my teens, like my main thing, even now on video games, is I adore to create the character. So I'll do their name, I'll do, you know, how they look, you know, what skills they have, what talents they have, blah, blah, blah. And this was like the most fun part for me out of the game, you know, including The Sims. I was getting bored after that, but this is what it's like. You can do this with yourself. So treat yourself as a sim. Treat yourself like a character player in a game, because that's essentially what we're sort of living in anyway. We kind of are like living in a simulation, a matrix. So energy is not solid. Nothing is solid. It's shifting all the time. You're shifting between alternate realities all the time. And I won't get too deep into that right now, but the more you focus, the more you use your intent, you know, write out your character and then start to be like them, even just slowly. You know, of course, it takes normally about 30 days to really embody a habit. But just simple lifestyle changes, even using things like vision boards to completely remind your subconscious of what you want to be, what you want to manifest, how your life wants to be. So it's really about theming, energy theming. If you want more help with this, I do have a Patreon called the Goddess Coven, where I do have things like sleep subliminals, you know, meditations and all that sort of thing. Because with subliminals and meditations, this is a way to hack your subconscious mind. It's a way to transmute energy from negative to positive. Because this is the thing that blocks us. You know, this is why people can't stick to a new diet, to a new thing, you know, a new version of themselves that they want to be. They give up so quickly. So this is how you hack your subconscious brain. This is what it takes to really first have that intent, but then taking the actions of actually manifesting it consistently so you don't just give up a month later. So it's really having those habits and that mindset this will shift the energy, and then eventually you will become that person. Like many years ago, I was the complete opposite person to who I am today. I can't even recognize the person that I used to be. I was literally, you know, a smoker, a self-harmer, a chronic drinker, a crazy party animal. I was very promiscuous. I was the complete opposite of who I am today. And if I knew my future of like who I was going to change into, I would have like probably laughed. But this can be done, because back then I was in a trauma response. I was stuck living in that dark energy and frequency of trauma because of my past, because of what has happened to me in my childhood, and this and that, and even past lives, you know, generational curses, all this shit. But this is why you have to do the inner work as well, to know what is blocking you from actually manifesting and being the best version of yourself that you want to be. Because, you know, we're coming up to 2023 now, and this is what people always want to do. Is the best time to shift now to that person, to that frequency. You know, it is now time to unfuck your life. It is now time to stop being that person that you despise. And this is why self-love as well is so important. But if you want more help, you know, one-to-one guidance, you can actually see what is blocking you, which is a big thing that I always find out for my clients. I do offer oracle card readings. So as always, I'll link that down below. They're very long, very in-depth, so be prepared. And I will be very happy to help you with that. Or you can sign up to my Goddess Coven Patreon, where I have many videos of meditations, card readings, you know, spell work, and even more exclusive videos that I can't post on YouTube. You know, I have a very long personal video of a very traumatic experience that I just overcame and went through. So there's lots to see on there. I will link that as well down below in the description box. And another reminder, I only have one Instagram at jade.shinyu. So please do not be scammed by other people. Unfortunately, there has been some few fake accounts. I never DM you asking for messages, asking for readings, ever. So please be aware of that. Please like, subscribe, and don't forget to click the notification bell so you don't miss my future uploads. Until next time, my loves, I'm sending you so much love, so much light. Ahimsa.